Hi guys, welcome to this week's edition of Head to Head. I'm your host, Crystina Lugo-Beach, here with analysts Josh White and Eric Topfer, and today we are discussing who is the greatest quarterback of all time. After Brady's win this past Sunday, he now has 5 Super Bowl rings, the most of any quarterback ever. Some are saying that qualifies him as being the greatest, while others are kind of on the fence about it. Josh, who do you have?
Yeah, Christina, you said it right there. It's the QB himself, Tom Brady, 5 Super Bowl rings, 4-time Super Bowl MVP. The man just controls his team, wills them to victory, whether they're down 28-3, whether they've got the best defense in the league and they're up going into that big game.
The question right now is best quarterback ever. And if I'm thinking best quarterback ever, it's who I want out there leading my team at the line of scrimmage. And although Tom Brady's done an amazing job throughout his career, I think that a lot of the success that he's had is due to the system that he's in. Josh McDaniels now, also offensive coordinators in the past, Bill Belichick in general, puts Tom Brady in an amazing position to succeed. Whereas somebody like Peyton Manning, which is my choice, goes up to the line with a specific play and changes everything because he can read a defense like nobody else can in the NFL. And although Tom Brady has the stats to back him up being the best ever, personally, if I'm starting a team with a quarterback in his prime, I'm picking Peyton Manning because I don't see any QB ever having the ability that he has. 2013, he had a lot of weapons. I know he had a lot of weapons, but he threw 55 touchdowns. That's an insane number. Nobody's done that ever in the entire NFL. And along with that, in his 266 games played in his career, 539 touchdowns, 96.5 QBR. That's unbelievable. Although Brady's stats on paper may look better, Peyton Manning did it without the system that Brady's in. Those short passes, that catch and run, those run after catch yards that Brady's receivers always rack up is a product of that system in my mind.
So I think the question here is, do you think Brady would have the same success without Belichick, without everyone else behind him?
I absolutely do. You look at the weapons the Patriots have. You have a guy like Chris Hogan who played 4 years of college lacrosse, 1 year of football at Monmouth, versus the guys that Peyton Manning played with with the Colts. Hall of Fame wide receiver Marvin Harrison, soon probably to be Canton Hall of Famer Reggie Wayne. The weapons galore. Obviously now Tom Brady has Rob Gronkowski, but Gronkowski was hurt for the Super Bowl and he still willed his team back from 28-3.
Brett, I understand what you're talking about, but if you say that Peyton Manning had weapons galore, you can say that Tom Brady has weapons galore, maybe not on the field, but behind him. Belichick is an absolute genius. He knows exactly what he's doing going into every game, and there's no QB head coach duo that has ever done it better, and I understand that, but I don't think you can say that Brady is better, more skilled, has more ability than Peyton Manning because of those stats and because of what he's done, because the system that he's in is just puts him in an unbelievable position to succeed. Whereas Peyton Manning, these stats speak for themselves in a system where it's pretty wide open and lets him do what he needs. So I have to say Peyton Manning is the best of all time.
I have to say I went into this on Josh's side with the Brady thing. You haven't swayed me completely to Manning, but I mean, it is true. He's had people behind him, so I guess it's up to each his own to decide. All right, that's all we have for this week's edition of Head to Head. I'm Crystina Lugo-Beach. This is Josh White and Eric Topfer. We'll see you guys again next week. Back to you at the desk.